Hey guys, Trent here coming at you with another video. So I decided to go ahead and do it. I wasn't going to. I changed my mind. I'm going to get in on Masters of the Universe Masterverse. So today we're going to look at Faker and Skelegod. Alright guys, so welcome in. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe for more great toy videos, 80s, 90s nostalgia videos, and things of that nature. Yeah, I wasn't going to go in on Masterverse, but I decided to sell my classics. I'm not going to collect classics. So I'm going to be making room on the toy shelf for some Masterverse. So I'm going to kick it off with the two deluxe figures. I think the only two deluxe figures we have available so far, which is Faker and Skelegod. I actually have a second Skelegod here because this Skelegod did not have the power sword. It somehow fell out of the package. I see this package is dinged up a little bit. I think maybe it somehow fell out of there. It got broken loose and fell out of there. So Target is nice enough to, whenever that happens, you tell them that it's missing parts. They just, no questions asked, they just sent me another one. Didn't even ask me to send the other one back. So I got a second Skelegod with it missing the power sword for whatever reason. It's kind of awkward. So yeah, we got Faker and Skelegod. I got the rest of the waves that I can get a hold of on Big Bad Toy Store coming on the way, as well as Battle Cat. And I'll be in the Masterverse game. I wasn't going to collect Masterverse because, honestly, at first, the first impressions, I didn't really like how the toy line looked. But as I'm starting to see some of the other figures that aren't necessarily Masters of the Universe Revelations specific, I'm getting more excited about it, and it is the first retail available 7-inch Masters of the Universe action figure line, if I remember correctly. Well, actually, I guess 2000X was too, wasn't it? Anyways, it's not Masters of the Universe Classics, but I think it's good enough to collect, especially since it's in retail. Because, of course, Classics was not retail. So anyways, got my first two figures for the collection. We got the two deluxe figures. Skelegod has been available for quite some time now, but again, I was late to the party, and so I decided to go ahead and give in and collect because I just don't want to. I have that fear of missing out, I guess. But Faker is more recent. People haven't been able to get their hands onto this too long, so maybe I'll do it first and then go to the Skelegod. So here we go, Masters of the Universe, Masterverse Faker. So everything released in the Masterverse line so far is from the cartoon series that's new on Netflix. That's only been out for a few months here, Revelation. And so these figures that are currently out are based on that Revelation cartoon. But the later waves that we're seeing are not going to necessarily, the Masterverse line itself is not going to be only Revelation. So some of the figures that have been spoiled, like Barbarian Skeletor and Viking He-Man, look pretty awesome. So that's one of the reasons that I was incentivized to get into the line. So these feature the side artworks where you can stack these if you wanted to and display them. If you didn't have space and you were keeping them in box. And then we got the back nice artwork of Faker as featured in the Revelation cartoon with the cross-sell Battle Cat, Skelegod, and Wave 1, which I have coming in, should be coming soon in the mail. And I look forward to that, except for He-Man. He's another reason why I didn't get into the line, because I did not like the way He-Man looks. Faker will be an example of that as well, because his power harness, everything is the same. But, so we got the Faker bio there. Other side has the names. I guess all of them are like that as well. You can show in the naming of them. And then the Masterverse logo with a bunch of little hieroglyphic type decoration is all over the box. So this is a deluxe figure, so he comes with extra heads and hands and all that stuff. And looks pretty cool so far, except for that dinky little power harness. I'm talking about this thing. It's just the same from He-Man. It just does not look right. But let's get him out of the package and give him a fair shake and see what he's all about. So yes, let's go ahead and get Masters of the Universe, Masterverse Revelations Faker out and see what he's all about. All right, here we go. Revelations Faker out of the package, and he feels pretty good. The weight is pretty nice. So that is a plus already. I like how the figure feels. The articulation does seem kind of stiff, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. We want the poses to stay strong. But I can't get over that dinky power harness. It just does not look right. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, if you guys like it, so be it, but it just looks like he's wearing the wrong scale of power harness. That's not how the cartoon looks even, too, so that's not an excuse. Alright, the articulation is pretty stiff on him, but he's got some pretty cool... let me just get this power harness off, because there's no way I'm going to allow him to continue to wear that. So there we go, that's actually a lot better. So in the cartoon, there's a spoiler alert, but he gets blasted by the sorceress and loses his flesh like this in the cartoon, so it's pretty neat. So he's got his partially burned face and everything, pretty cool. But we also have got a completely, actually, I think in the cartoon he goes like this. That's just another option that came in there. And then we got the red-eyed He-Man head as well. I'm going to be doing the Terminator style. Although this He-Man head does look pretty good. Then he's got his extra hands to do different kind of stuff, I guess. And his power sword is got that orange, like Faker orange to it, so that's pretty neat. And I don't know if maybe the shield is a little bit different color. It's definitely an orange color. Maybe the He-Man one is more red. But the power harness itself that he came with is like a He-Man colored power harness. And then he's got his traditional Skeletor armor Faker orange gear. That's pretty cool. That's definitely going to be the one I'm going to be using instead of that power harness. Let's get him suited up here and see what he's all about. Alright, he's got his, I guess this is his shield hand. And boy, those hands do not come off easy. So there we go. And we can give him the power sword. So there we go. There's kind of like a cool pose. He grips that power sword tight and everything. Pretty cool. But I think we got to see what the Faker armor is all about. Alright, there we go. I got his metal head on. I don't know what that... The Faker armor looks kind of weird too. It looks okay though. I think I want to actually pose him without any armor. I think he actually looks better without the armor at all. I think this is how I'm going to keep my Faker for now. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, here's Revelations Faker next to Masters of the Universe Origins Faker for an idea on the scale difference. So we're in the Adult Collector 7-inch action figure line, however it is in retail, so pretty cool. Alright, let's check out Skelegod. So we got another Revelation. This is the other deluxe figure, Skelegod. He should be bigger than most of the figures because it's basically Skeletor with the power of Grayskull. Spoiler alert, I guess. Masterverse, same thing. The packaging is a little smaller on this one. We got the side profile picture. Got the Wave 1 cross cell. Some artwork there. And the Skelegod bio. Pretty cool. Looks like a pretty massive figure. Quite detailed with some extra accessories. Let's get Skelegod out and see what he's all about. Alright, here we go. Skelegod out of the package, and pretty detailed, pretty impressive figure. So he's got this look like his head is basically floating on some magic, so that's pretty neat. And he comes in package with his posing hands, I guess, and then he's got a spare set of hands to wield his sword and stuff. And we got like some kind of little magical fist power punch feature here. A little extra accessory, kind of neat. That just slips right on there. And he's got a nice cloth cape with quite a bit of little detail on it. Several layers. And let's check him out next to how big he is next to Faker. Let me get him positioned. Got him more standing upright. He is a little bit top heavy. I feel like his ankles do want to feel like they want to give out a little bit. But next to Faker, you can see he's like got a good ½ inch on him, if not more. Actually, yeah, Faker just like comes up to his shoulders, so quite significantly bigger, because it makes sense, because if Skeletor has the power of Grayskull, he's already a full-size adult-like creature, right? So Prince Adam is just a boy and turns into He-Man, so it would make sense that whoever wields the power of Grayskull would be bigger than a regular size human. These things, all these figures have some pretty crazy articulation. They even have like double jointed knees. So I think the knee can, oh wait, maybe not the knees. It's the elbows, double jointed elbows. So there's actually like a hinge joint there. But you can probably do a lot of different articulation with these things. Not something I'm super interested in. I'm just the kind of collector that puts them in one pose and leaves them there for a while. But pretty cool. And so of course he's got his power sword and 2 wielding hands. I'm not even gonna bother to switch those out. I think I like him with his like posing magic hands. But yeah, pretty cool deluxe figures. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I think I'm going to like Masterverse. I'll have to, it'll grow on me, I think. Let me know what you guys, what your experience with Masterverse is so far. Be interested to know in the comments section. And we'll see you guys in the next one.